Good morning, all. I'm Dr. Krishna Man, and this is my YouTube channel, CBSE Tech Talk. Today, I'm going to tell you about if statement. There are many types of if statements in Python. Let's start one by one. Before that, let's understand what if statement is. If statement use condition to execute. If statement will execute only if the condition is true. After if statement, there will be some set of statements which need to be indented and they need to be in a block. And that block will execute only if that condition is true. Now, when we talk about the syntax of if statement, we write if and after if condition, and we know that in Python, when the statement is not over, or you can say when the statement is having more than one statement, it is acting as a block. We have to put colon, and the moment you will put colon and press enter key, all the subsequent statements will be indented towards right side. Now, the condition must return either true or false. It can't be something else. We can't do any arithmetic calculations. The condition should always return either true or false, and indentation is crucial in Python. Let's take an example of statement. In this case, if you see here, I will be showing you on the IDLE also. I will be executing this program on Python, but I want to make you understand first. Let's take an example that age equals to 18. We know that the eligibility age for Indian citizen to cast vote is 18 years. So this is the program to check whether you are eligible to cast vote or not. So age equals to 18 if age is greater than equals to 18. Now in this case, we have already taken age 18, but you can even take age at the time of execution also. If this condition is true, then only it is going to execute the print statement. And in the print statement, it's mentioned that you are eligible to vote. Let me show you on IDLE also. So if we go with this, I think it is properly clear. So first of all, you can say this is, I'm making it comment, if statement, or you can write program related to if statement. Now, if we see the coding which I showed just now, in this case, age equals to 18, and I will be showing you the same way, and then we will further change the same coding so that it will be more clear to you. Now, so age equals to 18. If age greater than equals to 18 colon. Now the moment I will press enter key after this, the cursor has, if you have noticed, if you are keen observer, it has shifted towards 4 columns right. So what is there? Print. And if we see that only, if we write you are as it is, you can go with this. I'm copying and pasting from it so that, see, other contents if you are pasting sometimes may give you an error message, but this content inside the codes can be copied, and I have put the quotation mark and I have closed. Now, if I will save it, see, after completing code, this code consists of only 3 lines. So the variable age is assigned a numeric value. You are checking the condition if age is greater than equals to 18, and if this condition is true. Now we are checking age is greater than equals to 18. So this statement, either the age is greater than equals to 18 or not. So it will be either true or false. If it is true, the print statement will execute. Let's run the program. Now, as I told you in the previous videos, that when you click on run, it asks for the save. Now, I have made one folder on, and you can say this is if statement. I'm writing the name of program as if statement. Okay, and the moment I will click, it will have an py extension. Now you are eligible to vote. Is it clear? Now let's see. Okay, now this statement, if you see here, in this case you are getting an answer and you have assigned the value of age. Now if you want some other age to be given, let's take an example. Instead of this assignment statement, what I will write, I will not going to assign age here. I will be checking and I will be taking from the user at the time of execution. So for that we have input statement, but input always returns string values and we have to convert that string into int. Now here I want to make it clear to you, if you are entering the age in fractional form like 18 point something, then make it float. But if you are taking integer value, int. So int is also a function, so parentheses are required. After that, input and enter your age. Now there are two parentheses open, so we have to close both the parentheses. Now let's again try. Let's see the output of this. Okay, I am saving it. Now it is asking for age. Let's take an example. If I give 17, it is not doing anything because in this case we have not given any statement and we have not given, or we don't want anything when the condition is false. But when the condition is true, of course we want the output to be displayed. I'm again executing it with some other age number. Now if I give here 19, let's see. Now this was the output when age was assigned the numeric value. So in this case you are always going to get answer as you are eligible to vote. Now after changing the coding, now this statement is going to ask every time when you will execute the program to enter the value of age. Now when we are entering value, you may enter any value. If age enter is less than 18, no output, because there is nothing given when the condition is false. The print statement or the statements succeeding to if statement executes when condition is true. Now when I gave 17, no output, but the moment you enter 18 or above 18, you will be getting output as you are eligible to vote. Now if you are keen observer, you are starting from first column while enter is from the second column. The reason behind this is because if you notice here, I have given one blank here, so this blank is coming there also. So whatever you write in the codes, whether blank or anything, that will come as it is. Let's see the, I think if statement is clear. Let's go with the second if statement. Now in this case I have used else. Else means if condition is true, some set of statements are to be executed, but when condition is false, the next set of statements to be executed. Now see here, age equals to 16. If age is greater than equals to 18, print you are eligible to vote, else print you are not eligible to vote. So what we have to change in the coding, we have to write else statement and then we have to write, let's see here. Again I am showing you the same coding. Till here it is okay. Now now the cursor is coming under the indented position, or you can say towards the right, but else will be just under if, because if statement is over, so you have to move cursor to the first column. Write else here. Again it is block, so column to be put. The moment you will put column, you will be going to get this thing. So you may write or you may copy paste, not an issue. I am copy pasting here and then I will be writing you are not eligible. So I will be adding here not. I think this is clear. We have entered the age. We are checking the condition. If condition is true, you will be getting you are eligible to vote. Else some other statements will be executing which are after else. So under else we have you are not eligible to vote. Let's run it and let's see the output. What happened or what it is going to give you. Enter age. Let's give any age, 17. You are not eligible to vote. Again execute the same coding, run. Every time you have to run. Let's give 20. so you are eligible to vote. So I think this is clear to you, what is the purpose of if and what is the purpose of else. Should I move forward? I think it's clear to you. If is clear, and we can use else also. The next option of if else is if else. It means if condition is true, some statements will be executed. If that condition is false, we are having if. And if means again in else also we are putting if condition. If you have some idea of previous programming language, so there we have if, else, and then if. Now in Python, else if is combined as one word, elif. Now this coding, particularly this coding, is displaying the grade of a student. Now if score is greater than equals to 90, it is a general scenario, you may change it. So print grade A, elif, if this condition is not true, if score is not more than or equal to 19, it means it has to be less than 90. But less than 90 doesn't go with the B grade. Again, we have range. So now when this condition is false, it means score is less than 90, but greater than equals to 75. I'm repeating, this condition will execute. Okay, let me write this also. I'm copying only and let's paste it. Okay, and I told you last time that you can go with more than one statement, and I'm going with that only. Set breakpoint. Okay, clear breakpoint. I have gone here, I have entered to, and I'm going back so that you can set breakpoint, and now cursor can be here. See, if you are at the last line and if you are setting breakpoint, you can't go beyond that. So you have to press enter twice or thrice and then go back and set breakpoint. I'm copying pasting here. Maybe there must be some errors here. Now this is, I'm again giving comment here, the program related to if else. I think it's clear. Now this I'm running. Let's see. Now when I'm putting, you can say, breakpoint, the previous coding will also execute. So let's see here. You may have some errors also. Let's see. Age is 20. So previous has come and now it has given, if you see here, enter your age, you are eligible to vote, and grade equals to B. Why you have got all these things, I will explain you. This when we have entered the value of age, this was executed, and then score equals to 85. 85 comes under this category. Now let me explain you one by one. If elif one portion, we can enter the value the same way we have entered there. So instead of assigning, you can go with again inputs function, then enter enter score only. Let's take an example. Now if you have seen last time, after colon we had closed the brackets, so there was no space after colon, and marks or age there is no space coming. So this time I'm giving one space so that it will be more feasible to you, it will be more clear to you. Now it is having two parentheses, so two parentheses needs to be closed here. Now if you see here, if score is greater than equals to 90, so we know that we can't go with 101. That is secondary thing that we can check conditions in the coming sessions. I will be telling you that also. If score is greater than equals to 90, it means if a child has score more than 90 or equals to 90, print A. So grade A will be printed. If this condition is false, it means the score is less than 90. Now it has already checked this condition, and then you are going with elif. Elif score is greater than equals to 5. It means it is checking the range less than 90 and greater than equals to 75. So it is in that range, less than 90 and greater than equals to 75. Then grade equals to grade B. Now if even this condition is false, it means the child has not scored above or equals to 90, neither above equals to 75. Now elif again. Now this statement is going to check that the score is less than 75 but more than equals to 60. If a child is in this range, then grade C. Even if this condition is false, else. It means for the remaining cases less than 60, it is going to give you grade F. I think it's clear. Now let's run it. Now, if why I'm showing you all together so that you have an idea. If you missed upon, you can check it once again. Now it is going to ask first age because age program is still running. Beside that, 25 eligible. Enter score. Let's take an example. Suppose you have entered fifth. We will go with all the cases. 91. Grade A. Am I clear? So it is showing a grade A here. Okay, let's do the, again we have to run. For the other case, run. Now I want to show you, I want to scroll up my screen so that you can easily see the output. Okay. Wait. Okay, so I'm entering again age. If you are, let's take 18, less than 18, this time 17. So it is giving you are not eligible to vote. It is asking for score. So in the previous case, when we executed, we entered 91. Now let's try less than 91, but more than or equals to 75. Let's take 70. So according to the coding, it should give us which grade? C. Now why? Score is 70. And what is the condition for B score? It has to be more than 75. Okay, let's run again. I'm still trying the same program, previous program also. Now we tried for 91. Let's take above 75 or 75 only. Less than 90 but more than equals to 75, though this time we are getting grade B. So we have checked for A, we have checked for B, we have checked for C. Now there is, after C there is only fail. If this is the condition, one condition we know that it is not failing, you can further go with, but then if grade F in this case. So it has to be, for grade F the student has to score, the student's mark should be less than 60. Suppose 55. Grade F. I think now if, elif and else is clear to you, let's proceed to the next case of if. Now let's take an example. Nested if. Nested means if within if. Now if you see this coding, number equals to 10. If num is greater than 0, number is positive. And if num modulus 2 equals to 0, then even number. So we are checking positive, and inside that, if positive number, then is it even number or not? So there is nothing for negative number because there is no else here. So we have if inside if. So let me start new only, because otherwise it will keep on asking the previous program. So I will be starting a new program this time, new. So that you will not get confused, because otherwise it is asking the previous coding also. So this is my, now we can have programmed for nested if. Program for nested if. Now I think it's clear. If number is assigned value as 10, or the 10 is number is pointing to the value 10. If number is greater than 0, then positive number, we know that positive numbers are more than greater than 0. And if number is positive, it is checking for whether it is even number or not. Let's run. So it is asking because again we have changed the new program. Python programs you can have nested if. Okay, now it is giving you positive number and even number. Again we can go with the, you can enter the value and you can check for that. Okay, the next version of you can say variation to if is shorthand if, or you can say ternary operator. Now we have three types of operators: unary, binary and ternary. When we talk about unary, it will have only one operand. Binary will have two operands, ternary will have three operands. If you're a keen observer, if you see here x equals to 10, y equals to 20, minimum value equals to x. Now the value of x will be assigned to the variable minimum val. And which value will be assigned? It is checking condition if and else. If x is less than y, then the value of condition, when the condition will be true, the value of x is smaller. So that value will be assigned to x, else the value of y will be assigned to x. I will be taking this program also with it only. So am I clear? So it is ternary if minimum value equals to x if x is less than y. If this condition is true, it is going to give you it is going to assign the value of x to the variable x, as the value of y will be assigned, and then we are printing minimum value, main value. Let's try this coding also on the, should I try here only or should I take new? Okay, let's take, I'm changing this only. Let me change new only, new file. Okay, so it is program of ternary if. Okay, let's run it. Again it is going to ask for the file to be saved. TRA, you may give any name, that is not going to affect anything anymore. Now it is asking minimum value is 10. If you see here, the value of x is 10, so it is checking minimum value equals to x. So this is assignment. How it is going to assign? By checking this condition if else. If this is true, the value of x will be assigned to x here. If this is false, the value of y will be assigned to variable x, and that will further assign to minimum value. Now it is, in this case, if you notice in this print case, minimum value colon is in quotes, comma, the value. It means it is having two values. This will come as it is, and here the value of main value will come. If you see, again I am showing you the output screen. See, minimum value colon 10. Okay, I think it's clear. Let's move to the next one. Okay, now this is a practical program to check a leap year. You know what is a leap year? Any year which is divisible by 4 is a leap year. But if it is century year, it has to divisible by 400. I'm repeating once again. If a year is divisible by 4, it is leap year. But in the case of century year, it has to be divisible by 400. Now, if you see here, let me copy this also. I will explain then and there only. I'm closing few because many files have been opened. There is no issue, but then it's better to have minimum files open. Program for checking leap year and coding. Okay, let's run it. Leap. Okay. Now I'm entering here 2024 is a leap year. Okay, let me explain you first. The year given is 2024. Now see the condition if. Now if is having if and or. We know that there are logical operators and or. In the case of and, both the condition has to be true, then only output will be true. But in the case of or gate, or if any of the condition is true, output will be true. Now for the first case, year divided by 400 equals to 0. If you are dividing a year by 400 and if you are getting 0, then and year divided by 100 not equals to 0. It means when you are dividing year by 100 and if you are not getting equals to 0, it means it is not a century year. Are you getting me? This condition is that the year is divided by 4 only and it is not a century year. I am repeating, you are dividing year by 100 and it is not equals to 0. It means if you are dividing a year by 100 and if you are not getting remainder 0, it means it is not a century year. So if it is not a century year, then it has to only divisible by 4. Or if this condition is or, year modulus 400 equals to 0. Or if it is a century year, it has to be divided by 4 also and as well as 100 also. So we can check straight away with the 400. So if year is a century year, it has to be divided by 4 as well as it has to be divided by 100 also. So we can go with 400. If this condition is true, print is a leap year, else year is not a leap year. Now you can take any year here. INT, same goes here also. Enter any year. colon space, and then I'm giving you brackets and then this way. And not required here. Let's run it. Okay. Enter any year. Let's take this year only. So it is going to give you 2022 is not a leap year. I think it's clear to you. Now the next one is, so we have done, if you see, if statement executes a block based on condition, condition is required after if. In if else and if else handles multiple cases. More than one case can be handled using if else or if else. Nested if statements check conditions within conditions. It means if one condition is true, again you can check other condition in that. And shorthand if offers a concise way of writing condition. When you have very small condition, very single statement in the condition when the condition is true, and single statement when the condition is false, you can go with the shorthand if also. I think I have tried to do justice with all the cases. Thank you. Feel free to ask any questions. In the description, there is one form where you can ask your queries so that I can come up with such more programs for you. And I have seen many of you do watch it but forget to subscribe. So if you will subscribe it and like it, you will be the first one to receive the videos the moment I will be uploading. So I would like you to I will like you people to like and subscribe my channel so that you will keep getting such more videos. Thank you.